Avaunt, token perk that rewards scaring away crows, or Boon Steadfast, a boon perk that makes a single generator progress permanent. So first, I'm going to talk about Steadfast. I think that this is impossible to balance. It will either be useless or overpowered, and the reason for that is similar to a lot of gen perks. If the numbers are too low, it doesn't do anything. If the numbers are too high, it makes the game unbearable. Now this one doesn't say it gives you progress, it says it makes progress permanent. So I'm going to presume, for the moment, that it doesn't actually give you any extra progress. It's not like Fast Track, it just makes progress that's already been done permanent, which is what I wish they already did with making progress permanent already in the first place, but whatever. I'm going to presume that for now. If it were to be like Fast Track and it gives you progress and makes progress permanent, completely unbalanced. But if it makes already existing progress permanent, it would still be really hard to balance, because what extent does it make this permanent? Is it every bit of progress is permanent and this gen just can't be regressed? Because if so, you have Swifts that all 4 of them run Boon Steadfast, and then the killer doesn't have regression perks, which a lot of the time is 3/4 of a killer's build in exchange for 1/4 of the survivor's build, essentially. Like, that would be insane. And the thing is, you don't even really need it that much, because you could have it just on like 2 or even maybe 3 survivors, and it would still be really bad, because most of the time the first 2 generators go by right around your first hook, just because of how, you know, the early games often go, especially on weaker killers. And most of your gen regression is centered on those last 3 or so gens. So if survivors, you know, hop on gens and do those first 2 or so gens, then they only need a couple of Steadfast to make those last couple gens completely undefendable. I feel like there's no way to make it so that this is like balanced, because, oh, well, you could just stomp it out. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, it takes a long time to stomp out. Second of all, you have to actually find the boon, and sometimes you just can't. Or if you do, it's on the opposite side of the map, and it takes you like 40 seconds to walk over there because you're like Trickster, and it's so far away, and your 4.4 ass is on like swamp, and it's in a corner on the opposite side of the world, and you have to spend actually 40 seconds and 3 gens pop just by the time you cross the map and stomp the totem and then get back to where the gens are. Like, it's just, there's no way to balance this in a good way, I think. So by default, I think Avaunt is the better perk. Now, they don't tell you what they reward you with, which is a problem. As a token perk that rewards you for scaring away crows, scaring away crows giving you a bonus, I think is a cool idea. What that bonus is kind of determines how this perk can exist. If that bonus is gen speed, there's a problem. If that bonus is haste, there's a problem. If that bonus is something like elusive or heal speed, it can be balanced.